I've been involved with Ferrari for 4 decades now. I was trained in Maranello, northern Italy. I'm a 6-time British Ferrari race champion, 3 of them being in modified F40s. I've built many a Ferrari race car for clients. And one day I was offered a guy's F40 to go and win a championship with. And that's what we did. We went out and just won a championship. Never forget that first race. In the back of my mind, I had somebody's really valuable car that I'm not supposed to crash. But I got sucked in along with a hell of a battle, hell of a race. In my mind, I just had to win that race. And win that race I did. And we continued winning races. I've got to pinch myself, you know, when I look at my trophy cabinet, just to make sure this really happened. It is quite a difficult thing to explain to someone that's not experienced this. I can only try to describe what it's like when you go past the flag, it dawns on you that you've won the race, and now you're in the slowdown lap. The crowd's going mad, the marshals are waving the flags at you. You start to cry. The emotion of the weekend, the adrenaline just explodes, and you break down, you start to cry. And then when you get back to the paddock, and your team, who's really the heroes, not me, these guys are emotional as well. It's quite a special thing. In my bit of a car collection, I have a Mondial QV. I've known this motor car since 1997. And I've sold it a few times, and I love this car with a passion. My car guy pals think I am just a little bit strange. Why have you got a Mondial QV? Because it's just a cool car. But what they don't understand is that I need cars to communicate with me. So, of course, the first thing we do is we change the angles and the geometry, and we give the camber some negative, and we tow in the rear end. And what I do with this one is I just uprate the front springs 20%, so the weight transfers better. But you know where I'm coming from. Now the car's talking to me. Now it communicates with me, and it puts a smile on my face. I'll tell you what I find with this car. You could just be sat there enjoying yourself on the motorway, and a car will pass you and come alongside. So you look at what's happening, and everybody goes, really cool car, mate, love your car. If I pull into the petrol station, someone always comes to talk to me about this unusual looking car. They know what it is, but they feel that it's okay to come and talk to me. Now, if I was in a £500,000 red shiny Ferrari, people tend not to come and talk to me. There's a difference. Do you know, I've got a bit of a theory about petrol heads. I'm a petrol head. I love petrol. I love things that burn petrol. I've come across car club type people, and they, for some reason, think that their manufacturer or their product is the only one in the world. So I don't quite understand why a Ford guy doesn't like a GM guy. It's crazy. It's like a war. In Australia, it is a war. The Ford and the Holden thing, they're fighting bars in Australia over it. I don't get it. Ferrari don't like Lamborghini. Lamborghini don't like Ferrari. American muscle car guys, they don't like the 2-litre tuned hatchback people, vice versa. These are all cars. They burn petrol, they're exciting. I challenge people. I'm not sure that you Ford guys or you American muscle car guys or you Ferrari Owners Club people, perhaps you need to just take your blinkers off and have a look at this wonderful world of cars and engines. So I was with the Mondial in the beginning. The very first Mondial was called the Mondial 8. Now the Mondial 8, the V8, quad cam V8, was a very similar engine to the predecessor, the 308 GD4 on carburetors. But the Mondial 8 was a 2-valve per cylinder fuel injected car. Not very fast, quite a slow thing, down in horsepower. And caused Ferrari to bring forward their new 4-valve per cylinder engine quite quickly, the quattro valve, or QV as we call it. So the Mondial QV was born. The Mondial QV was designed to shoot across Europe with a family of 4 and its luggage and do it well. People don't understand, you know, I think people see Ferraris as the Sunday afternoon car, bit of a posy car, and see maybe the German cars as the Autobahn cruisers, the mileage cars. Well, not a Mondial QV. I remember a time when I was at the factory on a training course, and we were being taught about something to do with the Mondial quattro valve, 12 of us. And we had to leave the factory and go test the car on Fiorano. So imagine this, it's a rainy Wednesday afternoon in Maranello, northern Italy. 12 Ferrari mechanics, 2 Mondial quattro valves, 6 in each car. Well, we had a guy astride the gear lever, and we had 3 in the back, 1 horizontal across the knees. It was a scream. We had pipes and gauges and wires stuck out of every orifice on these test cars. Arrived at Fiorano and spent the afternoon testing the cars and achieving our goal with what we wanted to do with the car. This really is a cool car. Ferrari Mondial QV, silver, Bordeaux. It's a cool car. You don't need to spend 200 grand to own a cool car. I don't understand why the Ford guy thinks that the GM guy has a crap car. I don't understand why they fight in Australia about it. I don't understand why the Ferrari Owners Club think there's only Ferrari on the planet. You don't have to spend 200 grand to own a cool car. And that is really a cool car. It's petrolism, that's what it is.
That's a nice ending. I reckon that ends well.
Is that a word?
Well, you created one. You created one. I think that ends the film. What do you think? No, let's cut there. We don't need to do any more. Yeah.